Hey, Gutfoxx here. So, this stadium creator is kind of insane. So, I want to talk about it and, like, basically what we're seeing with it. I mean, that's just a beauty shot right there. The peaks, the mountains, the snow hill, the ski hill right there with the tees in the stadium creator, the fans basically at all on top of a Fenway style park. Kind of crazy. Probably the best stadium creator we've ever seen in any sort of sports games, and maybe gaming in general. Like, the amount of options that are available here are kind of crazy, and I kind of want to go through them and how people are doing it. They kind of give some examples of here all the different things that you could kind of include with it. There are 1,500, was it 1,200, 1,500-ish different things. They'll probably add more down the line with maybe some sort of a DLC or some way, some iteration on it going forward, as it will continue in this franchise, I'm sure, for a long time. So, very neat. As you see the Apple Rising, I think that's in the Big Apple, Los Angeles. They have that, actually. So, I am absolutely flabbergasted with this addition to next gen. And, like, the backdrops, how far you can see. Obviously, you can just do like a Field of Dreams. If you want to see this, like you see in the upper right corner here, there's how much, like, the different things that you add. You can only go so much of like a disk space. Obviously, this is the amount of population there. They do talk about you cannot go over 100 right there, 101, and it's like it's too much and the consoles explode. If you see right here, they keep going forward. This means it can't be used online. If you like touch the outfield wall at all, there'll be like 150 presets for the outfield wall. If you touch it at all, you will not be able to play online. A little thing will pop up saying, nope, you can't do that online at all. So definitely make sure and know that when it comes into the game. But like the batter's eye are all basically from parks there. They kind of like took them out, so you can't really mess with the batter's eye too much. There's like a little buffer zone about 5 feet that you can't get 5 to 10 feet between it and the nearest thing that you can post. You can't really hit it here on top of it. Ramon tried to do that and it didn't really work. So there's a little bit of like a balance for online games. This is only next gen. I don't think they really talked about, like, they talked about sharing and stuff. Like, can you cross-play with this? It was kind of like not clear. They didn't talk about if you can cross-play with these stadiums if you're on next gen, or can you only match up against guys on next gen, because like maybe old gen wouldn't be able to handle a lot of these stadiums. I would imagine like that whole like processing thing kind of takes in the effect of old gen and what the old gens can handle. So these walls and the changing of them, basically you see at the bottom of the screen changing the walls on your logo. Now, obviously, there are different presets, like I said, but there's going to be like an easy mode editing and basically hard mode editing as they're going through that thing, 150 walls, presets for online. You can't even touch it, not even an inch of them to get there. I don't mind, like, having an easy editor where you're just replacing certain stadiums or certain stands with other stands. The game's going to come preloaded with 30 ballparks. One's going to be basically like a blank canvas. There'll be other ones that are kind of done that you can kind of like put more or less time into it, but it does seem quite the time suck for creating a stadium. It looks exciting. There are no domes, sadly. If a lot of people are going to be asking about domes, maybe down the future, down the road, they could give us some domes for it, but yeah, unlike college, no dome for me. God dang it, that was bad. But yeah, like, see how it says, like, if you put anything in front of the batter's eye, you can't play it online. So that's kind of neat, because the batter's eye is like the most important thing for hitting and being able to see the ball of the pitcher's hands. Because if that weren't a thing, and I still think some people will find some way of getting cheesy around it that they'll have to patch down the road, of making the ball disappear out of the pitcher's hands, maybe at a certain level, a certain guy. You know how like in Forbes Field they have that terrible background, you can't see if you're like during a day game on some balls. There's other parks the same way, you can't see it. So it is really neat. It is like super feature rich. Like the more they go into this, the more I just get impressed with everything that they have. Now, the only downside of this is I was hoping to create stadiums, and they just kind of go through a lot of different examples of things you can do with different bleachers and stuff, and how it kind of snaps to each other. So that's kind of neat too. But the thing that I was kind of disappointed is now they talk about places that you can and cannot have it. So like the places that you can use the stadium, places, Play Now, all those places, Franchise, Road to the Show, all these places are nice for it, kind of cool. But I'm a little disappointed that even with that, the places that like I was really hoping to make these things for moments and stuff super cheesy to make them a lot easier to do, like make basically like a 200-foot fence for moments that need home runs, and like big old cavernous high fences for places that don't need it or don't have like pitching spots. So it is unfortunate they took it out of a lot of places that we kind of wanted it. Online play with friends is very strange that they don't have it with online play with friends, but they just couldn't get into it, or they couldn't work it out, because I'm guessing something like this is not tested. It was probably very low on the a list of things to do with this, and get the game tested before they got it live, before they put this out, this yearly game into existence. So that's probably most likely why it didn't make like online play with friends. Custom league, same things, but I can totally see March to October, because they give out Diamond Dynasty rewards there. Same with all these things. They don't want to give you the ability to cheese it too hard. So that is sad, but man, does it look cool playing in the custom stadiums. I think they're going to do a really cool job with this, and it's going to put a lot of time. I'm going to put a lot of time into it. I'm sure a lot of other people in the community will. And you'll be able to upload these things and share them to others and for others on the online marketplace, or not marketplace, but like online, I guess Vault is what it's called here in Diamond Dynasty. I was going to play like, sort of think like rosters or something. Sorry, it's late at night. Just put the kid down. So my brain's kind of fried trying to, rock him to sleep for a little bit. But anyways, there it is. Online Create a Stadium is wild and so future rich. I'm just like, I'm so psyched for this game to come out in a couple days. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully it wasn't too rambly. Hopefully I answered a lot of your questions about it. But it was kind of neat seeing a lot of the options and stuff. So I'll link this whole thing if you want to watch the whole 27-minute breakdown of this. But basically just kind of go into more details about how they did it, some of the rocks they can do. But yeah, man, that is absolutely freaking gorgeous right there. Thanks for watching Call to Action. I'll see you tomorrow.